Jesse, he's in pain. You got a nasty bruise on your arm, Jesse.
I know. I have no idea where the fuck it came from.
There's a poltergeist in your house and it poked you in your sleep.
Please don't say that. That's horrible.
Polterdick. Polterdick.
Okay.
Ask me what we're doing.
Reese, what are we doing? Reese, what are we doing?
We are talking about the epic saga.
Okay.
That I call the death of Billy the Whale.
Death of Billy the Whale.
Now, just so you know,
you got your hand on your chest like pledging allegiance.
No, I pledge allegiance to Billy the Whale.
You don't have to apologize.
He died too
If it's
young.
comfortable for you, you can keep it. I'll do it too. Put my hand on. There we go.
Like Napoleon.
Yeah.
I clasp my breast in the name of Billy. So Billy the Whale, I just want to caveat this.
Okay.
No one has ever called the whale Billy, but nobody named it. So I decided to call it Billy.
So you're calling this whale Billy.
Billy
you're
the
giving
Whale.
it a name.
Yeah.
Here today on our show.
The first person in history to name this. Everyone just called it anonymous humpback whale, but I call him Billy. I don't know if it's a boy either.
So if you are a teacher,
the whale is they are called Billy, not he. There we go. That's easier.
Okay. If you are a teacher and you're going to be teaching this subject to your students, the whale is now named Billy.
Billy. Yeah. I don't know why, but it just seemed like a good name for a whale.
There you go.
Although ducks have bills. But anyway, let's do the thing.
Song time.
Super Blanco, much too polite. The place that's excitement, kryptonite. You may fall asleep with no warning. Because Canada is boring, boring. Cause Canada is boring. Canada is boring. So boring. Canada is so fucking boring, boring. A real cool podcast with Reese and Jesse.
Rare sight has been getting a lot of attention on the Shubenacadie River in Nova Scotia. A humpback whale swam upriver from the Bay of Fundy.
Rafting in this river for almost 2 decades now, and we just don't see stuff like this.
The whale was first spotted on Monday by the Shubenacadie River wranglers. It was low tide, so the whale was struggling.
Well, this morning my boyfriend messaged me, or actually called me, saying that he just passed Shubenacadie here on the river, and that there was a large whale that he wasn't quite sure if it was dead or alive, and told me to go check it out. So, sure enough, we have a whale behind us.
Hello and welcome to Canada is Boring. My name is Reese the Porpoise Waters, and with me is Jesse the Squidopus Harley.
Squidopus?
Half squid, half octopus.
Okay, sure.
It's a horrible experiment. An abomination to nature in some ways. So,
okay.
Canada is boring. Everyone thinks Canada is boring. I don't. I think it's crazy, just like every other country in the world. But no one pays attention to Canada.
That's true.
So we're going through all of the crazy shit that goes on in Canada, historically and contemporary, and I don't know, talking about it, whatever.
That was a
really good intro.
That was a good intro. Yeah,
thank you.
It was well done. Well done. I think I need a caffeine hit. I'm going to grab no, you know what?
Just push through.
Just push through. Is that
that's Coke
sugar?
Zero. You're not getting a kind of caffeine hit off that.
Yeah, there's caffeine in Coke Zero, isn't there?
I don't know. Don't drink mine.
I'm not going to drink yours. I was looking if there's caffeine. Yeah. There is caffeine.
Anyway, there's can in there if you want to get one.
Okay,
Jesse. So Jesse's just going to get a can of Coke Zero. So we're in the new Podstarter studio, and we do have chilled beverages in the fridge for clients. If you're interested in launching a podcast or in podcast strategy, then you too can enjoy cold cans of Coke Zero like Jesse is. Even though Jesse doesn't pay to be here, he still has access to the cans because he's my friend. So if you would like to be a client or a friend, I don't know, just email us. There we go. He's going to do some ASMR.
Coke Zero. Ah.
Zero sugar, zero fun. Anyway.
It doesn't taste very good.
STD zone, what have you been up to?
The small talk dimension zone, for anybody who's new. Not much, honestly.
Good.
Montreal, cafe sledding. Just hopping from cafe to cafe, doing some writing, doing some reading. I got a script that I want to try to get out of my head about a dinner party
Cool.
in a suburban neighborhood at evening, and they're just something's, and they're just they're laughing and they're having some food and having some fun, and nobody's talking about the dead bodies laying outside, and that's how that starts.
I had an idea for a film,
Okay,
and these come and go quite often, but I never do anything about them, and I forget them within a week, and then I just get on with my life. This is my idea. I'm going to record this so that
someone could take it.
Someone can take it.
Okay,
So true crime podcasters,
yeah,
like to joke around with the stories, talk about a serial killer, call him a prick, make fun of the things they do, maybe like, oh, weird sexual acts or whatever. However, the serial killer is alive and listening to the episode and then comes looking for them.
ooh,
That was my idea for a movie or a TV show.
I like that.
And then it's just from the perspective of, but I like the idea of making the serial killer the main character because they're the one who's wronged by the podcasters. Like that kind of weird. They're the Tony Soprano kind of character. They're the bad person, but from their perspective, they're then.
Interesting.
So
they're
anyway, I'll forget it by next week. So.
Oh, I like it. If you have any more crazy movie or television show ideas,
Email us.
Yeah. We're not going to do anything with it.
No. But anyway, I thought it was I like the idea. But I'll never do
All
anything
proud
with
of
it.
himself.
Yeah, no.
It's a cool idea. I like it.
Do you want to learn about the death of Billy the Whale?
Let's do it.
So, Canada Day.
Okay.
Canada Day.
Canada Day.
Morgan MacDonald is the owner of Fundy Tidal Bore Adventures in Nova Scotia. Because
I'm familiar with that.
the tidal bore goes up and down.
Yeah.
No mud.
It's really
That's how I can
dangerous.
describe it. It is.
Yeah, you can get sucked out.
And if you don't like mud, you'll have a really bad time.
Because I don't know what it is, but when the tide comes in, something like you can get
Yeah.
stuck in the mud and then you're fucked.
They get
Like
sucked
it's-
off by the mud.
That's not what we call it at all. Jesus, Reese.
People die all the time trying. I was just trying to expand my horizons. Anyway, so his rafting business operates in the area. It looks very fun because they raft on the tidal bore.
Oh, that's cool. So they,
In what can be described as brown water, though.
well,
But it
yeah.
does look fun. I think it's just mud.
So as the tide is rushing in,
they ride
it
like
in.
bounce around. It looks great.
That
So
sounds fun.
he received a call from Mars.
For anyone who's unfamiliar with the Bay of Fundy, which if you're Canadian and you're not, shame on you, but it is the largest natural tide in the world. And it's so powerful. It comes in and it comes out. And just leaves. When it leaves, it leaves this giant miles for miles on either side, like lengthwise and widthwise, just mud bed for as far as the eye can see. And then when the tide comes back in, it's just like this. It's like a lake populating itself with water for the first time. It's crazy. It's just like
And that's why you get humpbacks there, because it kicks up all the stuff that they like to eat.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So he had a call from Mars. It wasn't Elon. It was the Marine Animal Response Society.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw. There's a guy from China who was the doppelganger for Elon Musk,
No.
and he apparently his friends sent videos and stuff, and it just pissed Elon Musk off. But he looks so much like Elon Musk.
Do you have
It's
a photo?
amazing.
Can I see?
I just Google it. It's funny.
Okay.
So somebody reported a stranded dolphin near his property. So they were like, "Hey, Morgan, you've got a boat. You know this river and the tides. Can
Yeah.
you go and check on the stranded dolphin?" But once he got close, he discovered it was definitely not a dolphin. It was a 13-meter long humpback whale.
Aw, it got caught.
It was trapped on a sandbar about a kilometer down the river from the bay.
Okay.
So it was trapped for about 3 hours before the tide came in. So it was kind of in the water, but it was kind of exposed by the water.
But once the water came in, he'd be fine, right?
Yeah. So the idea was that it was okay. It was moving normally, behaving normally.
I mean,
was just trapped.
it breathes air, so it's fine, right?
I know,
Like,
but it's bad for their skin to be out exposed.
Oh,
Have you seen
okay.
Free Willy?
years ago.
Throw
yeah.
buckets of water over him, and then he jumps through the air. But this whale wasn't doing that. It's
Okay.
massive. So the whale was behaving normally, like flapping his tail and flippers, and they'd splash water. So the crew started splashing water on it to keep it comfortable until the tide
nice.
came in. Nice people. So they then Mars arrived, not Elon, with additional buckets of water to keep the large mammal comfortable until a tide arrived, leading it to drift away. So apparently it was then okay. It was free. So
The end.
no. Oh, you wish. But apparently, because the ocean is warming and changing, the food's changing, and the food quality is changing. So the animals are starting to behave more differently, which is why you're seeing humpbacks swimming at rivers for the first time.
Interesting.
Because they're chasing food, and the food is everything's gone upside down in the ocean.
What year was this?
This was the beginning of this month.
Oh, this month.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But apparently a lot of the experts were just absolutely astonished that there was a humpback whale on a sandbar up a river in inland Nova Scotia.
Right.
It just doesn't really happen. So it was freed, and then the following day they found it stuck again, but this time it was much weaker. And it basically because it's exposed to gravity, which usually, not that they're in zero gravity, but their bodies are designed to float
Right.
in water. It kind of really weakened it.
Exposed to gravity.
Exposed to gravity.
What do you mean?
It's my favorite band. As in, like, when they're in the water, the pressures of gravity are alleviated. Like, think about
Right. Yeah.
think
okay.
about you going to spend.
Oh, I see. Because
Imagine
and
you have
when
to
it was just like on
yeah.
a sandbar, not
What if I said to you, Jesse, you're going to go and sleep 8 hours on a planet with intense gravity that is like way more powerful than
Oh, I
Earth?
see what you're saying. Okay.
And I'd be like, do you have a good night's sleep? No. My back really hurts.
I get you.
Yeah.
This is an ad break, so please come back. Offering fun things like pillows and cracks, razors, fast food, apps and bear traps. Canada might be boring, but these ads will slap.
Thank you for coming back. Did you buy a pillow or some crack? Maybe you had a quick dump or wee. Well, look who is back. It's Susan Jesse.
So the whale kind of did die,
Oh.
and they received a call to say it was on the sandbar. And what happened is it looked like an AI generated image. It doesn't look real. Look at that picture.
It does look like an AI generated image.
But it was a massive 13-meter humpback whale that was visible from the highway in the middle of Nova Scotia, like in the land area.
That's really sad.
But then the police, this Catherine woman from Truro said, I feel like she drove from Truro to see the whale. I felt like it is a little bit sad, but mostly I think it's kind of cool.
Thanks,
Very
Catherine.
sympathetic perspective. It's not something you see every day here in Shubenacadie, especially this far inland. Stewiacke. It's got an E on the end.
I know.
What's it for?
Just a silent E.
Stewiacke. There you go. That was a quieter E. Does that count?
Yeah, not a silent E, a quiet E.
So the animal, then they were like, what are we going to do with this giant dead whale? I don't know if you've seen that classic internet video where they blew the whale up.
No, and I won't watch it. Ew.
So there's a whale watches is in America in the 70s, and there's a really grainy newsreel video, and they're like, what are we going to do with the whale? They couldn't move it, and it started to rot, and it smelt. So they decided to blow it up.
Why?
Just because it's smaller chunks then to move. So they all moved back, and they blew the whale up. But then everyone watching gets rained on by chunks of whale.
Is this true?
Yes.
This is a real thing?
It's been on the internet for years. Go check it out. It's very hard to dispose of a whale. So apparently Mars was saying the animal probably weighs 19 to 20 tons. You can't pick it up. We need heavy equipment, and it's an accessibility thing. So yeah, but it didn't matter because eventually the ocean rose up and the Bay of Fundy took the whale back from whence it came.
Oh, okay. So,
Um,
I mean, that's kind of a graceful ending.
It's not the end.
Oh, okay.
The story's about to get darker yet cooler at the same time.
Oh God. Okay. I can't even imagine where this is going.
So, Port Morton, Nova Scotia.
He's looking at me as if this. I don't know. I've never heard of Port Morton.
Where is it? Let me find where it is. Port Morton. Hang on, I can't spell Morton. It's near Carter's Beach, down past Liverpool. Beautiful beach, Carter's Beach. Ever been there?
I think I might have
You
actually.
should. It's one of my favorite beaches of all time. It's very beautiful.
Carter's Beach.
They
It
just
sounds
opened
very familiar.
They just opened a new parking lot, so the local residents aren't terrorized by.
You
city
didn't know
people.
how to pronounce Stewiacke. I'm curious if you know how to pronounce other Nova Scotian town names.
They're the most baffling. Muscadabo.
Not even, nope.
How do you say it?
It's Muscadabit.
Muscadabat.
Muscadabit.
Muscadabit.
Yep.
It's very hard to say Muscadabit Haba.
What about the other one?
Sackville.
No.
I can say that.
It's Sackville.
No,
yeah.
Sackville. Lower Sackville.
What about the large national park that starts with a K?
Keji.
What's its full name?
I don't care. I haven't got time. Keji's fine.
Okay.
They should rebrand.
Canada's boring, and we mean it.
Just abbreviate everything is easier. So a few boaters were enjoying an afternoon outing on the coast of Port Morton, Nova Scotia. However, an alarming sight appeared a short distance away. A dead humpback whale being feasted on by 4 great white sharks.
Oh my God.
So
Is this in the Bay of Fundy?
No, this was in Port Morton. So the fish, the whale, had
I just don't know where
come back down the river.
I don't
and
know
then
where Port Morton is.
So it'd come back down and then floated what would be probably an hour and a half drive down the coast.
I'm going to
It's near Liverpool in Nova Scotia.
Port. How do you spell Morton?
Morton. So Bill, who's a
Morton?
yeah, Bill, who's a fisherman who lives in the area.
I can't. It's not showing up on Google.
No, it's just near Liverpool.
Hold on. Port Morton should be.
Just search Carter's Beach.
Okay. Carter's Beach.
There you go.
Port Mouton. There's no R. It's Mouton.
Mouton.
I'm guessing that's how it's
Like a
pronounced.
crouton.
Mouton.
Yeah.
Mouton.
The whale was floating like a crouton in Mouton.
Where is it? Oh my God. Hold on. What? So that doesn't. So hold on. How do we know it's the same whale? Because it was in the Bay of Fundy, and then it left the Bay of Fundy.
No, it was the Bay. No, it wasn't in the Bay of Fundy. The company that operated was called Fundy Boat Tours.
This whole time I thought it was in the Bay of Fundy.
Well, it's kind of connected. Oh, maybe it did go. I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it went the long way around. Anyway, so
well, hold on. Was it found in the Bay of Fundy?
I don't know what route it took. Well, it said it was in
when it was originally found.
It was in the river by Truro that runs down towards Halifax. I think.
Where was it originally found?
I don't know. We'll map this out later. We'll do this.
You say it was found in Truro?
It was near Truro.
Okay, so that's the Bay of Fundy.
That is the Bay. Okay, then it went the long way around. Then
it went and it's in like. I don't think that's true. How do they know it's the same fucking whale? That's a long distance. It had to go all the fucking way around.
It's the power of the tides, Jesse.
I think you've got this wrong. I think it's a completely different whale.
I think it's the same whale.
Okay.
So, Bill, a fisherman who lives in the area, went out on his boat in search of the whale Friday afternoon after hearing the large animal was floating nearby. It didn't take him long to spot the whale, but he said as soon as he came upon it and turned the boat around, there was one shark latched on right away. This was an interview with Global News. I'm as shark crazy as anybody else, I guess. I mean, we're all shark crazy. Some people are crazy, but Bill's shark crazy.
Shark crazy.
Yeah. You don't get to see them very often. There was an opportunity. If there's an opportunity, you go watch. So he said there were 4 sharks. One of them was 14 foot long, which was bigger than his boat.
Wow.
Which is pretty scary.
That's a huge shark.
And I actually have a video to show you, and you can describe to the listeners what you can see.
Okay.
But we're just currently being shown a makeup advert. Which is, of course, based on my browser history looking at makeup. Wait there. So, here we go.
Okay.
Get ready for it. It's some of the most insane shark footage I've ever seen.
Make it
There we go.
screen.
Look at it. Look. It's just a dead, rotting whale with a shark aggressively trying to rip
I don't
a
see.
chunk.
Was that the shark?
That's the shark.
Jesus Christ! They are really giving her.
Is Bill. But yeah, so there's the shark. There's the whale, the dead whale. So they've been taking it from there. Yeah.
Put a link to this video in the show notes of the podcast.
I will.
So if anybody wants to see the video of the shark ripping the fuck apart a dead whale, you can brighten up your day.
Yeah. So that's the end of my presentation. The death of Billy the whale.
That was good. That was very good. Yeah. I don't think it was the same whale.
It was.
I really don't think it was.
I know Billy when I see Billy.
It would have had to travel so far, and like in one direction, and then
Have you heard of a message in a bottle?
Yeah.
They travel so far.
How quickly after they found him in the Bay of Fundy did they find him in Carter's Peak?
I don't know. I don't have a map on a wall with a timeline like some kind of humpback whale.
Well, just when don't you know the
investigator?
Times? You said it happened this
Happened Canada Day was when it happened, and then the Great White Shark happened a week later.
So I don't know, man. This is fishy.
You just said that the most
fishy.
The humor of a squidopus. So it took a week for this dead whale to float around on the world's most powerful tides. I think you can cover quite a lot of ground.
Maybe.
Just by being dead and floating. If I died and you threw me in the ocean, I bet I could at least reach Florida within a week.
I kind of want to do an improvised Heritage Minute on this one.
Okay.
I don't know what, or like, don't do the thoughts of Billy. That would be dark.
Where are my friends?
No!
Why is the water so brown? I can't see.
Jesus
Mother! Mother!
Stop!
Why does everything feel so heavy?
This is horrible.
Oh, my ass! Something bit me.
Okay.
It's roughly 14 minutes long. Foot long. It was roughly 14 foot long. There we go.
That was great. That was the best improvised Heritage Minute yet.
They threw buckets of water on me, but it was too late. I had accepted my fate.
Jesus Christ.
I've had a good life. It's sad. It's sad. These beautiful animals. I've seen them in the Bay of Fundy on one of those whale watching tours run by scientists, not by charlatans. And it was great. It was beautiful. They're amazing animals.
They're very cool.
But it is sad. But we fucked the world up. So what do you expect?
Right.
What are the crazy shit's going to happen next? I know bears in schools.
Yep.
It'll make a great episode.
Can't wait. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for listening to Canada's Boring. I've been Jesse. This has been Reese. That has been a fucked up improvised Heritage Minute for you.
Don't you love me, God?
Jesus Christ, Reese.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time. Fucking hell.
Super very cool, they much too polite. A place that's exciting with kryptonite. You may fall asleep with no warning because Canada is boring, boring. Because Canada is boring, boring. Canada is boring, so boring. Canada is so fucking boring, boring, boring. A real cool podcast with Reese and Jess.